Scamomesto Force Deus Me, The Curse of Broken Trust. Part 1. Did you know that in ancient Ireland, breaking hospitality laws could destroy entire bloodlines? Winter winds howled across the emerald hills of Celtic Ireland. In his stone hall, Chieftain Cormac sat by the fire, his heart heavy with rage. Enemy raiders had stolen his cattle just weeks before, leaving his people hungry. Outside, a deadly storm raged. Through the howling wind came desperate knocks. Enemy clan members stood at his door, shivering, pleading for shelter. Celtic law was sacred. Anyone who asked for protection must receive it, no exceptions. Cormac's jaw clenched. These could be the very men who had raided his lands. His people watched, waiting for his decision. "Enter," he said finally, his voice cold as winter stone. The enemies stepped inside, grateful, trusting. They had no choice but to believe in the ancient law that bound all Celtic clans. But as Cormac watched them warm themselves by his fire, a dark thought crept into his mind. What if hospitality could become revenge? Part 2. The guests settled around Cormac's table, exhausted from battling the storm. Steam rose from bowls of hot stew as servants moved silently through the hall. Cormac's hands trembled as he watched his enemies eat. The sacred law of hospitality had protected travelers for centuries. It was the foundation of Celtic honor, but hatred burned in his chest like poison. In the kitchen, away from watching eyes, Cormac made his choice. He added bitter herbs to the remaining food, herbs that would bring death, not healing. His wife noticed his strange behavior. "Husband, what troubles you?" "Nothing," he lied, avoiding her eyes. The guests praised his generosity, unaware that each bite sealed their fate. They spoke of their own families, their fears, their hopes to return home safely. By morning, they lay still in his hall. Cormac had won his revenge, but as he looked upon the lifeless bodies, the weight of what he had done crashed over him like a collapsing mountain. He had broken the most sacred bond in Celtic culture. Part 3. News of the poisoning spread like wildfire across the Celtic lands. The gods themselves seemed to turn against Cormac's bloodline. Within months, a terrible plague swept through his territory. It struck his own family first, his children, his wife, everyone he had tried to protect through his act of revenge. His people scattered, carrying whispers of his treachery to distant villages. The name that once commanded respect became synonymous with betrayal and dishonor. Cormac died alone, his hall empty, his legacy destroyed. The very revenge he thought would bring justice had consumed everything he held dear. The traveling bards sang of his story for generations, not as a tale of victory, but as a warning about the price of breaking sacred trust. In our modern world, we still face the same choice Cormac faced. When anger consumes us, when we want revenge more than honor, we risk destroying not just our enemies, but ourselves and everyone we love. True strength lies in keeping our humanity, even when others have lost theirs.